What's up, Trader's Edge? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option with your look at kind of the week ahead. We're going to talk about economic data coming, earnings, and the levels I'm watching the S&P. So recording this after the bell on Tuesday, the 23rd. We've had some pretty big announcements in earnings that I'll get to in a second. But coming up later in the week, the number you need to watch is PCE. That is going to be an important number that could absolutely change markets. Let's take a look at SPX. SPX, after getting to the 100, has had a really nice bounce. It's picked up basically the selling from the 17th, 18th, and 19th over the course of 2 days, still hanging out right around the 19th. 50, 70, in between the 50 and the 100, kind of a normal area to bounce. And we've seen VIX, and this is big. We've seen VIX pull all the way back to 1569, and futures term structure has backed back into a contango. I've been waiting on my UVXY trade. I'm going to be executing with 90% probability my UVXY trade on Wednesday. If you haven't joined 0DTE, today is the day. Tomorrow morning is the day because I'll be executing my UVXY trade. Reminder, this is a trade that I'm going to do. I'm going to buy it, sit on it, and it's going to return 100%. That is my plan. All right, let's look at the Qs. They also had themselves a pretty nice day. Really nice pop. They had been below the 100. They've managed to rally back above the 100. The question is, can they hold the 100-day moving average? Remember, the Qs are the dog. The S&P is the tail. So what happens with the Qs kind of tells the story. All right, now let's dig into earnings. Tesla reported, and as bad as sentiment was leading into this, their earnings were not great, but the stock is rallying. It's up about $9 after the bell. And that's kind of what'll happen when sentiment gets so bad. Even bad earnings can be bought, and that's what we saw with Tesla. Now we've got three other huge earnings coming up that I want you to pay close attention to. I don't think Tesla is a market driver anymore, but you know what probably is now is IBM. IBM is reporting after the bell tomorrow. It had this huge pop, looked like it wanted to break 200 and has pulled all the way back. I think there's a real decent shot that this either closes the gap and gets to 175, but more likely, if their AI report, if AI is working, blah, 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 you could see this one get ahead of steam again. Another one reporting on Wednesday is Meta. This is probably the second most important earnings for the whole earnings season. And the Meta report is going to basically dictate what the market does, along with Microsoft, which reports on Thursday. So Microsoft, again, look at this, right off the 100. So look for Microsoft and Meta to, I think, dictate the rest of earnings season until we get to NVIDIA. If they come out and they underwhelm, the market could be heading for some more problems. Now, the last piece that you need to be paying attention to, and this goes back to PCE, is the bond market. The bond market has stopped selling off. That's allowed the market to get some footing and rally. If the bond market starts to sell off again, the market will turn over regardless of earnings. We're at that breaking point. All right, kind of bear flagging, maybe forming support. We'll see. But if we roll over and start heading toward the lows from October, you can bet your bottom dollar you're going to see the S&P on the wrong side of 5,000 yet again. So those are kind of the major things I'm watching, the levels I'm watching, and how I'm trading. Speaking of how I'm trading, one more time, UVXY and VIX. We are in that formation. I am going to be going for that trade probably on Wednesday with 95% certainty. I want you to join me. Click the link in this email to join. I am Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. This is your week ahead. Have a good one. See you soon.